Hey everybody, I'm Greg.
And I'm Katie. Welcome to the Meeple Society. Today we are on episode 108, part 1 of the U's. We're almost there, guys.
We're getting closer.
We're getting closer. But before we get started, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon if you want notification of future content.
Or go to patreon.com/the Meeple Society to help support this channel. Or you can click the link and see where all of our social media is located.
You can do them all. It's okay. You can do all three.
Yes, you can. But not all at once.
Well, I mean, technically,
It'll
it's just
take
a few
multiple
button
clicks to go to the different social media. And
That's true.
anyway, U's, the first one.
The U's.
We got a lot of
We
mystery
actually
to unsolve.
I was surprised how many U's we have. A mystery to unsolve.
Exactly. We had to unsolve the mystery and put them back together
Well, that's true.
so they could be played again.
That's true. Good point. Okay. How about we just get started?
First mystery, undo, weaving fate anew.
All right, so this one has sat on our shelf for several years.
Cherry Blossom Festival.
Yes. Obviously, with some of these mysteries, we can't go into a whole lot of details because it would spoil.
We can kind of
I
tell
had
them
heard
kind of what happens.
things
Yes.
about this one. I didn't think it was that bad.
No, I didn't think it was all that bad at all.
So-
It's got a really cool concept of what you're doing in the
Yeah,
game.
so the general idea with this one is you've got a timeline laid out in front of you. And throughout the
thing
game,
happened.
Something bad happened, and you can jump backwards into the victim's past to find out what may have led to this, how
try
you could
and
stop it from happening.
Help change an outcome.
Yes, help change the outcome so that the victim doesn't die. You can't go to every place. You have to pick and choose. You
Yeah,
only
you only
get
have a
so
certain
many
amount of
jumps.
times, yeah.
So I think this one, and don't quote me on this, I think it had 13 and we could only go to 9. Something like that. So there were several places we couldn't visit. And it went all the way back to his childhood up to the present day. So I thought it was kind of interesting. That being said, it's a one-shot thing. So we are going to let it go. We're going to pass it on. Maybe
fully
somebody else.
reset
Yep,
and
fully reset, ready to
unsolved.
go. Unsolved. Anyway, that is undo. This particular case is the Cherry Blossom Festival.
Next is the unlock system.
Yes.
These are 5 that I know we've had more than this, haven't
Nope,
we?
these are the only 5 we've had.
These are the only
We
5
have
we've
never
had?
bought a single one of these. So what happened is when we were still doing the travel collection, when we were first starting to build it, my brother and his wife got really into these. And they would do them with a couple of friends. They'd pass it on to another couple of friends. They would do them, and eventually they would make their way to us, knowing that we were the last stop. We would do them, enjoy them, put them into the travel collection for other people to enjoy. I don't know. I think we've taken them to a few events. I know once got pulled off one time.
They're all
right.
upside down except for that one.
Okay.
There you go.
Anyway.
They were reading unlock upside down.
Oh, all right.
Well, now they're going to do it again if you turn them that way.
Oh, well, it's whatever. Anyway. So I know a couple times somebody did pull them off the shelf and play them. So they got their use. So that's good. And obviously, we're not going to go into all of these. We've played them all at one point. We finally got a chance to play this one this morning. Oh, shame on you. Although I may have been the one who put that on.
You put the box up.
Oh. So, I mean, in fact, I think we took this one to Italy and did it on the plane or on the train, didn't we?
I don't remember.
I remember we did it in Italy. But anyway, so the basic idea with these is that
It has an app.
there's an app involved, and it's timed with background music playing, which in some of the cases is extremely annoying. This one wasn't too bad because it was just the sound of the railroad, sound of the train moving. So it wasn't too bad. Some of them are really obnoxious.
Tombstone Express.
Yes. So the basic idea with this, you get a lead card. It tells you what's happening, and then you flip that card over, and it gives you a whole bunch of numbers all over the scene. And you have to search through this deck and look for those numbers or those letters and pull those cards out, and that will give you more letters, people to talk to, all these
Cards
different
to link
things.
together to get other cards.
Yes, some of the cards link together. There's different symbols up in the corner. Some cards link together. If the numbers equal something that's in your deck, then you can pull that card out and it gives you your next clue. Some of them are machines. You have to figure out how to operate
the machine,
Some
which
of them are
usually
locks.
would end up giving you a code for the
Right.
locks.
Some of them are locks. You have to solve the lock. All different types of things. So my biggest complaint with, I like the storylines. I've never had a complaint with any of the storylines. My biggest complaint with these, one, they tell you to put the cards in a certain order, but that's not the order you're going to be looking for them in.
It's not a numerical order of a card. It's in numerical order of, or you're going to actually take them
Well,
out.
this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to show you anything. So here's your lead card. This is the order they're in. And I put this back in order when we finish playing it. You have to go through here and find the F.
You can't see them. All you see is the corner of the card.
Oh,
and
yeah.
this just dropped out.
So you have to literally go through this whole deck and try to find the F or the 21 or the 11 or...
That's the third card.
Oh, that is the third card.
52 is the third card.
So I know early on, and I did it again this morning, we started with the cards in the right order.
Yeah. No,
We
if I
didn't keep them
remember
that way.
Let me look at this one without you guys seeing it. We never even got that card.
Yeah, we did. That
we?
was the explosion.
Okay.
That's what happened when the explosion.
She can't keep her mouth shut.
I'm sorry. Anyway, each box does come with a tutorial,
They kind of teach you how
which
things
is
gotta
kind of
get
nice.
do.
It does teach you how to do it on the app. They'll give you clues if you are.
Well, hints.
Or hints. I'm sorry. They'll give you hints if you're stuck.
It'll help you find.
90% of the times the hints are useless, but
Yeah.
occasionally they're good.
Yeah,
but,
it'll help you search
But they
for
take
clues on the
time.
card.
Yes.
But yeah, they take time to add to.
Yeah, because on a lot of the cards there's hidden numbers, so you have to look
This
for the
one,
hidden
I
number.
feel like it wasn't so bad. What is that called?
Which one? The no side story?
No
This
side.
this one was
That
one I
one
did not
was-
like. Yeah.
That one that had little bitty tiny numbers over in the corner. If you
Yeah,
didn't even notice
like
it, you'd
literally
never
there was
have
one in
seen
a
it.
mouse hole somewhere, wasn't
Yeah,
there, or something
yeah.
silly? Yeah, it was crazy. We are going to let these go. We've played them all. We're dissolving that collection, so we're going to let these go.
It's not our favorite mystery game.
I would not be unhappy if I never had to do another one of these. Let's put it that way. I do not care for them.
Now
To
they sell
me,
them in like 3-packs.
I know. To me, they are very frustrating. I get that they're very popular. These were like, I think they were $19.
They're almost designed to like when you're traveling.
Yeah. Oh no, I agree. Although I
Except
don't
for
know,
that
we
one,
had
we
a lot
had
of cards
all
out
over
everywhere.
the place on that one.
But I get it. These are great to just take to travel with. Totally get it. Like I said, we played one on a train. We're going to let these go. A train or the boat. It may have been a boat.
Yeah, probably.
I think it was the boat. Oh, in Greece. I don't remember. But anyway, we are going to let these go though. All right.
And then our favorite one
These ones I love.
are the unsolved case files.
Yes. All right. So the idea with this one though, you get this evidence packet. Oh, this bag is actually ripped open. It doesn't reseal.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the zipper got ripped off. All right, so the idea with this one, you get evidence bags. And
So you can open that one when that one's already open.
Yeah, I know. That makes it silly, right? Inside of each one, and we have reset these so that we can let them go. And, spoilers, we're going to let them go because we've solved both cases already. But I am going to look for more.
Yes, they're a blast to play.
I love these. So we played both of these with Justin and Jackie, our oldest son and his wife. And literally, we open the case file, somebody reads the start of it, and then we literally just pass everything out and start reading and searching through stuff. And you get an evidence pack, and then you get your bonus envelopes, which, okay,
Once
great,
you
you
solve
solved
a
this
section.
problem. Here's this. Now we need you to find this.
Yeah, and this comes
And you
with
just kinda keep
a
going.
computer, a program that's on the computer that when you think you're ready to go, think you figured everything out, it tells you what website to go to.
Yeah.
And each one of those packets is a different website itself. So you can go there and then it'll ask you a bunch of questions. And if it's right, it'll allow you to say, here, now open this package up. and to continue with the case. If it's wrong,
yeah.
you're wrong.
Well, it'll give you hints if you want them, but it'll give you the chance to kind of go back through everything and figure out where you might have missed something.
Yeah.
But I love the fact it gives you all of these interview notes and all of the dossiers on each of the suspects, newspaper articles,
extra
a magnifying
pictures.
glass, anything that they think might be important to the case. In this case, this giant class picture, including who's missing, written at the top. All of the, it couldn't be a class picture, these were adults, but I don't know. All the witness statements, crime scene photos.
That's like a high school
Is
class.
it? Okay.
Because it's teachers along the bottom and then
okay.
students up through the top.
Oh, okay. Coroner investigation reports, the whole works. You get all of this paperwork, and all the
Crime
clues
scene
are
photos.
here. You just have to put it all together. And I absolutely love that.
I don't remember the ending on this one, but
I don't.
I do like how this one was when
Yes.
we actually solved it. And the
Yeah, this one we did several
yeah,
years
it
ago.
gave you a video to watch, and it's actually a news broadcast
Yes.
of them coming back and saying that the murder was solved, and this was how this happened. And
Yeah, it was really kind of cool. But that is Unsolved Case Files. We both really like this one.
And it's good that each envelope has, like I said, has a different website you got to go to, so
Yes.
you can't finish one off and then just scroll down to cheat.
Right.
You got to get through it, and they'll tell you what website
Yeah.
to go to.
Yeah. Love it. Yeah, it's a different page on the website, basically,
Yeah.
that you have to go to. But you have to type in the right letter or the right, you have
Number or
to
what have you.
type in the right stuff in the browser in order to get to it.
Correct.
You can't just accidentally click on something and get there. So yeah,
A lot of
love
fun.
it.
And we have
Highly
pictures of
recommend
it,
these. Yep,
you haven't
highly
already shown
recommend
them.
these. By now I probably have. All right. That's all of our
Okay.
mystery stuff.
Enough of solving crime. We're going to Ultimatch things.
Okay, this one we actually got as a door prize at one of the local BGI events. I was surprised. We got a chance to play it. There you go. You are representing today. We got a chance to play it at that BGI event. Really enjoyed it, and then it ended up winning it. I think my name was drawn. Okay, come on. I hate these kind of boxes.
Yes.
This might be another one to find a different box for. All right, so the idea with this game is you are trying to make matches to get through the pyramid, kind of like Seven Wonders Duel type of thing. You start with all these cards down.
The pyramid is like Seven Wonders Duel.
The pyramid. So you start with all these cards down like so. And then at the bottom, I think it actually goes down one more step.
It's 4 rows, and the 5th one is upside.
Oh,
it's
well,
right side
there you
up.
go. I did it right then. There's that, and there's that. Everybody has a hand of cards.
Everybody donates.
Right. Everybody donates one card to the mix. Now, the idea is you're wanting to make matches, and I don't even know if you can see all of that, so hold on
And
a
then you
second.
draw one from the pile.
Let's
the
pull this
draw
up
pile.
here so everybody can actually see it, because I'm pretty sure that's too far down on the table. There we go. Okay,
Each
so
player,
now...
each player donates one, and then you take one from the draw pile.
Right.
And
So-
these are cards you can use to help match.
So what happens when you're trying to make matches? You are trying to make matches here. Now, the goal is you can pass and just draw a card. But if everybody passes at one time, game's over, you've lost.
These were definitely not shuffled.
No, probably not. So the idea is you're trying to make matches. You can match by color. You can match by number. And those would just be direct matches, no worries. Like 6 and 6, great. I can take this 6 off with this 6. That's done. It's a match. I don't get to draw any more cards though. In order to draw more cards into my hand or out here into the central display, you have to have an ulti-match.
Ulti-match.
And an ulti-match is
Nothing I can do.
using, it's got to be, well, you can't do same color, same number because there's only one of
Right.
each in the deck. But like you could do, if the green 1 was up here, I'm looking to see if there's anything I can do.
Just put
That
up there or
still
something.
doesn't help me. I mean, I could do this, well, like I said, I could do this 8. I could do this here because it's all blue. That would at least get this off of here. Great.
Oh, here we go. Say I had these 2 cards in my
Okay.
hand, a 5 and a 3 yellow, and I can take out that 8 yellow.
Yes.
That's an Ultimatch.
So you can add or subtract, but they have to be the same color.
Have to be what you're
And
trying
yes,
to get to.
ulti-match would mean you're matching the color and the number. So the yellows all match and it's these two cards equal this. Now, it could be the other way around, and he could have had this.
To get to
8
the
and
side.
3 minus 8 minus 3 is 5. So it still would have worked. It's still an Ultimatch. So when that happens, you draw 2 cards off the deck. You keep one. You put one
keep
down
one,
here
you
for
put one
everybody
out
else
there
to
for everybody
use.
else to use.
Now these down here, anybody can use. Like this 4 and 1. I could play those 2 and take out this 3. I don't get an Ultimatch because the colors don't match. But when you get to some of the not primary colors, but the alternate colors, so say, do I have?
Say that card was out.
Okay.
And
need a
actually, no, let's
blue.
put this card out.
Okay,
And I had this card.
there you go. Red and blue make purple. 5 plus 3 equals 8. That's an Ultimatch. This is a cooperative game. So you're trying to help each other. You can offer a trade. If you see something out there and you know you have a card that works for it, maybe it works down here somewhere, you can offer a trade to somebody going, here, this one works great. You can't say what it is, but you can say, this one will work nicely.
Or I think this will help you.
This will help you. And they can choose. Everybody can do that at the table, and the player chooses which one he
Like I
wants
said,
to
it's
take.
cooperative. You're trying to clear
Yes.
the pyramid.
The idea is you clear the pyramid. As you're clearing stuff, you open up the next rows. So like if I was here, these would be open, and these would now be the cards I'd be working on. Of course, none of these help me at all, but that's okay. Sure, see, that's a match.
Or that can match too.
That can match too. It doesn't
It's
clear
2
anything,
colors.
but it works. But I could clear this one with that because they're both green. And now this is open.
That could do that one.
There you go. And then these two are open, but we're running out of cards. Like I said, if you can't play anything, you can always draw just one card. But if if everybody passes it once, the whole group has lost the game. I was shocked at how good this was.
Yeah.
I really was. I very much enjoyed it. I think it plays better at a higher player count than at just 2
Yeah,
players.
because there's more people and more ways to.
Yeah.
Because when we played it a 2-player, we never.
We never traded.
cards.
Yeah. I never had anything that was going to help with what was on bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So I enjoyed this one. We're going to hold on to it, although I would not mind getting a better box for it because this box, I very much dislike these boxes. But they fit on the shelf nicely. So Ultimatch, we are going to hold on to it. All right.
Next. We'll lose
Careful.
things. It's a game called Unita.
Unita. We got this as a Christmas gift years ago from a Secret Santa
It
thing.
was a Google Plus
yeah.
thing. Now, the artwork looks great.
I do. Yeah, I love the artwork.
The
It's
board is
beautiful.
phenomenal,
Yes.
depending on how many players you have.
Yep. You do 3 on this side, 2 or 4 on this side. If you play 2-player, you play 2 colors. So the idea with this one, just leaving part of it open, everybody has their starting area. And everybody has this whole grouping of specialized dice. Your dice start out,
pretty
you
solid.
never actually roll these though.
No.
Your dice start out on the odd colored number. So on the red, it's the white symbols. On every other die, it's the red pips. So you place all your dice on the highest number possible. Those are your armies. And everybody starts in their starting location. So like reds is right here. And reds would put one group here, one group here, one group here, and one group here. And then there are some special tokens that go out further out that you flip over and resolve when you get to them.
Each group has 4 dice.
Yes, each group has 4 dice of all on your highest numbers. 1, 2, that's the 3, that's a 1. Now you do have 2 5s. You can't have your 2 5s in the same group. It's the only rule. Well, it's one of the rules.
So they'd be like a
Yes.
set here, a set here, here, and here.
Right. Now what happens is you choose which group you're going to move. You can't jump over one of your groups, so you have to move these guys before you can move 2, but you can go ahead and move these. Meanwhile, there are other peoples along inner paths or other paths. And anytime you come across somebody else, you have to battle with them. So if I have these 2 dice right here, and yellow has 2 dice right here. Now, mind you, I'm going to have all 4 here. So yeah, let me get 4 just to make it make sense. Here we go. So if these are right here,
If yellow is moving,
Uh-huh.
they come in this corner. In this corner, they automatically got to.
twist. Yeah, they
Twist.
do tell you that in some places.
So they're coming
Normally
at
they
you
wouldn't.
with a
So
three.
like red, if red comes this way, you just go around the corner.
Right.
But this particular
Yellow
symbol
one
says you have to
turns.
twist.
So it comes in with a 3 and a 4, but it's going to turn and now becomes a 4 and a 3.
So what happens is you start comparing dice. So the 5 beats the 3, so the 3 pips down. The 4 beats the 4 yellow beats the 3 red, so the red pips down. Once that happens, they rotate, and now my 4 and my 2 are in the back, and my 3 and my 1 are up front. And then the next time I move them, the next time I move them,
They die.
they go around the corner. And now look, if this guy is still here, if yellow has not moved his group, now he's facing a 4 and a 1. You keep doing that till either everybody's gone or somebody, the ultimate goal is to get one group of your men to the very front. Done. So we're going to let it go. We've played it a few times. It was interesting.
It's a head-to-head battle game.
It is.
And we're not big on head-to-head battle
It is.
games. It's a gorgeous game.
It's a gorgeous game.
And it
yes.
has some nice. It has great components.
Yeah.
It's seen its shelf life there.
Yeah,
I've
I
just
was kind of
noticed a little
surprised
bit
at
of-
some of the dings on the box, but
It's not really. It's just wear.
yeah, this has got an
Oh.
actual rip there, but that's all right. We're gonna let this one go. I just don't see it ever coming off our shelf.
No.
So, but that is Unita. All right.
Next we have Upwards by Milton Bradley.
Yes. We've had this one forever. There's actually 2 different versions of the game. One with only 64 letters and one with 100 letters.
You converted the 64
I
into
did.
100.
I converted it into 100, and now I kind of regret it, but it's whatever. All right, so here's your board. It's essentially Scrabble without the special scoring rules
in stackable.
and stackable. So all the letters are, face down or in a bag. We usually just put them into a bag,
Yeah.
but everybody has 7 letters, just like in Scrabble. You have your letters in front of you, and you have to make a word. So
And you have little stands.
you do have little stands. So here's my letters. Well, and of course I want to make as long a word as I can. So I got 2 A's, an M, a P, a Y, a D, and an N. Well, I see pay. I see mad or man. Can I make a longer word?
Yes, you can.
See, you're so much better at this than I am. Panda. See, there we go. 5-letter word. That's perfect. So I take my 5 letters. I have to cover 2 of the center 4 letters. So I make the word panda. If you have a word 100% on the first level, that's 2 points per letter. So that's a 10-point word. That's pretty good. Now, you can't, just like Scrabble, you can't use proper nouns, you can't use abbreviations,
Yep.
you can't use all that stuff. So now Greg would get his 7 letters and he would try to figure out what he wants to do. I'll move the box so you can see his thought process here. Let me see, or at least I can't get my fingers underneath that box. DOS. DOS?
Programming.
Programming. I think it's only got 1 S. DOS only had 1 S on it.
But it isn't DOS.
DOS is a proper, I think it's a proper noun. It's an abbreviation.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
As soon as I put it up there, I was like, nope, that's not going to work.
Nope. Okay, so the ultimate goal, you are trying to build new words, but in the process, you are potentially making
Is that right?
Other
or is that
words.
S-P-O-U-R?
spore.
So like in a mushroom?
Yeah, okay, good, okay, good. So now I would take my next 5 letters, remind you I would have been doing this before he came up with his, and I would try to figure out what I can do here. So, well, if it didn't have the E on the end, I could do lore. Well, that's not the right word. Never mind, it'd have to go there. Slore, nope.
Slore?
But then slanda doesn't make sense either.
No,
Or landa doesn't make sense
Landa
either.
does not either.
So, by the end of the game, you're going to end up with a mound of letters here, and all these words are going to change. And you may end up with just some really simple words at some point, and that's okay. It says, give me your E. I'd have rye. Oh, you just used your E, you brat. Safe. Oh, safe. There we go. Now, perfect example. So that was his word. Here's my word. Lake. Now, when I do lake, I didn't affect this word at all, so that's okay. All I did was affect this word. I would get 1 point per piece in the stacks. So this word would be 6 points for me because 2 of them have 3 each, and then he makes it into cake. And now he gets 7 points for that word. If you manage to affect, so if he had done something here that changed panda, which...
Yeah, that was bake.
Oh, okay. Yeah, whatever. You get the idea.
And then I could go with rake.
Some of the letters end up very high, very tall. Anyway, that's the whole game. I do enjoy it. I've always enjoyed this game. I have never been any good at it.
Nope.
But we are going to let it go. It has been in our collection now for, I don't even know how long. But it never comes off the shelf. So we are going to let this one go, and hopefully it will see some love elsewhere. All right, that is Upwards. That is Upwards, and we are going to let it go. All right.
Urban Legends, the game. It's been a minute since we played this one.
We played this with Doug and Mary, I thought.
Did we? Or did we play it by ourselves?
I think we played this with Doug and Mary.
I'm trying to remember it.
Yes. We did.
Yes, we played this with Doug and Mary.
Yes. The idea with this one is you're trying to get karma point tokens, which are just these red discs. And everybody starts with a certain number based on a die roll. So you start with 1, 2, or 3. You're rolling the die, you're moving around the board,
And
wherever
doing
you
what the
land,
spot says.
you do what the spot says. If you have to pull a card, you do what the card says.
Well, somebody reads you the
Somebody
card.
reads the card. Are they
Like-
question? Are they trivia? I don't remember.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
they're not. No, these aren't trivia.
Okay. They're
It's
not,
it's
I
just
couldn't
to get
remember.
cards. It says like this one: you are a bridegroom who steals money from the father of the bride's pocket at your wedding reception. Jeez, nice guy. Roll to discover your fate. So you'd roll a 6-sided dice, 1 to 3.
That's
You are
right.
busted after your father-in-law has used the incident on the wedding video. Lose a karma point, or you do not get caught. This is 4 to 6. You do not get caught. Steal a karma point from one of the other players.
Right. So you start with between 1 and 3 karma points. The goal is to get to 12. You're losing them as fast as you get them.
Yeah, because there's spots on the board even.
Yeah, there's part. Yeah, lose
To
a karma
lose them
point.
and to gain
Earn
them.
2. Assign an urban legend card. Okay, in that case, you just
So
give
you
one
would
to somebody
you'd
else.
pull a card and then somebody else would get it.
Yep. So we're letting this one go too. It's a silly roll and move. Some of the stuff was interesting, or not. I shouldn't even say interesting. Some of the stuff was funny.
You are an important golfer who moves ahead of your group and then later is pronounced missing. A body is discovered inside a crocodile several days later. Roll to discover your truth. 1 to 3.
Oh.
Just an urban legend. You are still alive. 4 to 5. The body is one of your other players. Send the player of your choice to the IRP space, which is this inner board that you got to circle around to get back out to the
Yep.
board, because you don't earn any legend stuff in
No,
there.
you can earn a karma point, but
Oh, is there?
you leave and come back out and
Yeah.
then start the board again.
And then finally, for a 6, the body is you. You are dead.
In which case, you go to the RIP spot
Mm-hmm.
and have to circle that spot.
Yep.
It was just silly.
Yeah.
We ended up quitting after 6 points because that took an hour as it was.
Yep.
And we were it wasn't funny anymore. Anyway, it's leaving the collection.
Yep.
All right.
Unearth. This is the original edition. The
It's on Kickstarter
yeah,
now,
the 10th anniversary edition is on
which-
Kickstarter currently.
Yes, should be. By the time this comes out, it'll be off Kickstarter. because
Or
it's only
Game
got
Found
by
or
now it's
wherever
only got
it's
a
at.
few days left. Okay, so the idea with this one, you are playing a group of delvers, and you are trying to. They go over here. You are trying to discover lost technologies and lost ancient sites and stuff like that, and kind of rebuild civilization. You start off with this deck of cards, and based on player count is how many of these come out. And each of these buildings has a couple of things on it. It has the point value needed to break it with your dice rolls.
I.e. like smash up.
Exactly. And it also has a number down here that is tokens. And you have a bag of tokens out here of these various little gemstones. And like this one would get 3. You just pull 3 out of the bag and place them on there. And this one would get another 3. So you'd pull 3 out. They're usually between 2 and 4. On your turn, you are taking your set of dice, and there would be more cards out here. In a 2-player game, there's like 5. And then there's more for more players. You're taking your dice. You're deciding which die, that is a green. You're deciding which die you're going to roll, and I just dropped it. That 4-sider does not want to go back in that bag. So you're taking your dice. You're deciding which one you're going to roll. And you're deciding which of the locations you're going to go after. So maybe there's an 11 and there's another 11. So pretend there's tokens on them. Maybe I'm going after this 15. I would choose a die. I'm going to roll a 6-sider. I would roll my 6-sider. If I roll a 1 to 3, I get to choose one of these and put it into my play area. If I roll a 4, 5, or 6, well, let me back up. I play 1 to 3. I choose one, put it in my play area, and then put that die on the location, and it stays there unless I'm out of dice.
Or
Now,
until the card's broke.
Or until the card's broke. So later on, I come in, oh, that's a 1. But if I'd rolled anything over a 3, so maybe this time I rolled a 5, I would put that 5 on there, but nothing else happens. It just stays on the card I assigned it to. I have to choose the card before I roll. Eventually, there will be enough dice on here, because other people will be vying for it too. There will be enough dice on here that it will break. So maybe that's an 8. So that's 8. Yep, there you go. The 8 broke it. Once it breaks, you look at the number of dice on there. Whoever has the highest pips. In this case, blue has 8 and yellow has 8. So now you go to the number of dice. So blue would get this card. Blue gets the card. Anything left on the card, which at this point there wouldn't have been, but you put these back in the bag. Blue gets the card. This card goes into his play area because it becomes part of a set collection aspect at the end of the game. Because you're doing set collection on the various colors or multiples of one color. So you're shooting for certain things. But everybody else who contributed to it breaking, contributed to that solving, gets to draw a Delver card. And the Delver cards are just little one-time uses that you can play at the start of your turn. So you play these before you roll your die. They may or may not affect what you need to do. But that's what those do. But everybody else gets one, so that's how you get those. As you are getting these tokens, you're building out these little hexagon shapes, these circles, in order to get wonders. Now, there are several different types of wonders out. There are lesser wonders, which are worth anywhere from 2 to 4 points. There are greater wonders, which are worth 6 to 8 points. And then there are all these specialty wonders, and you put so many out based on player count again. The greater and lesser are always out, though. Each one requires that your circle be made up of a specific thing, like, oh wow, I inadvertently did this one. So if this were out, the blackened cenotaph, then I would get this token. And it's down in here somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where, but it's down here somewhere. Oh, that's not even that. That goes in there. So I would grab that token and I would put it into the middle of my thing. And I would take this card, and I now have this power. In this case, draw a random ruin from the ruins that were removed from the game and add it to my hidden scoring. That's not bad. That's actually really good.
Yeah, because you don't start with all the ruins.
No, you only have so many per player count.
Yep.
So depending on what you did with your circle. Now, mind you, the lesser wonder can be one of everything. It doesn't matter. You just have to have 6. The greater wonder, they all have to be the same. So I couldn't have gotten that one. So if this one had not been out and I just happened to look into it, then I could always take a lesser wonder. But all of them are something different. This one requires 3 of 2 different colors. This one's 1 of each plus 2 extras, 4 blues and 2 of anything else. All different types of stuff. So, end of the game is when all of the location cards are gone. When those have all been resolved, they've all been broken, then the game is over and you count up your points. I really like this one.
Yes.
It's just an interesting little game.
This has an expansion with it.
It does. We've never played the expansion.
And the
We need
Kickstarter
to.
that's out right now, that'll probably be in by the time this video gets out.
Yeah.
You might be able to pick it up in
Late backing.
late backing.
That is Unearth, and we are going to hold on to it.
Yeah, because we keep forgetting how good, how much
Yeah,
fun
I
we have
forget
playing
how
that.
I forget how good it is until I play it. All right.
Next we have Urbania.
Oh my goodness, how to explain this one? We picked this up in a store. I want to say it was in Green Bay. I think we picked this up on the secondhand shelf in a store in Green Bay, if I remember correctly. Okay, so this is an old Mayfair game, and that's the whole reason we bought it, to be honest. It's because we like trying out some of the older Mayfair games, although not all of them are that good, but we try them out anyway. Here's your board. So you start off with some in the center, but then all the other buildings around it. So the center is already built out. All the other buildings around it are just randomly put out with various information on the tops.
Yeah, all the same types.
I know, I just kind of grabbed. Okay, so on each piece, it has the type of construction you need, how many you need, the point value it's worth, and then the type of building. So there's 4 different pieces of information. Once this building is built, you flip it over and it stays there. Up here on the top of the board, you have a couple of different things. You have discs that represent the building types.
Yeah.
The discs represent the building types that are out here on the board. And as a type gets built, so I just built a red hospital, the red would move up to 1 building. And then you've got your score markers.
Well,
which,
they'd all be up depending on what building.
well, that's
are in
true.
here already.
Depending on what's already in the center, they would be up
And
already. You're right.
I'm thinking this is random.
I think you might be right.
I don't think there's a starting piece. Those
No,
are random.
I think
believe.
you're right. I think you're right. I think they were all random. So these, and the reason the center is built out already, one, it does do something to the center up to this score chart. But 2, you have to start building next to something that's already built. You can't just start over here in the corner somewhere. So you have to start.
Well, it's not building, you're remodeling. I think is what it is.
So your discs represent the different building types. And those all start at 0 and then increase based on as they get built up. Then you have these cubes up here on the top. These represent your councilmen or your professionals. I don't remember exactly what they call them now, but that's basically what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Each one represents a specific type of building. And for everyone, one of the things you can do, if you have enough here in your cards. Now, this has kind of a Ticket to Ride feel in the way the cards are played out. You have so many cards. You have so many cards in your hand, and you are looking at these cards in order to determine what you can do. So like these 3 pinks, I have a total here of 6 hard hats. So I could build that's perfect. I could build this pink building that requires 6 hard hats. Or, well, plus, I also have 3 of the pink dollar
I'm
signs,
just setting these.
which allows me to hire the pink specialist if I can afford him. So what would happen is on my turn, I would build this pink building. I would flip it over. I would score the 15 points for it. The pink building goes up. And then because the pink specialist is currently at 1, nobody's ever hired her yet. She cost $1 to hire. Well, I have 3. I needed to use all 3 of these cards anyway to build my pink building. I can now use the coins on them to hire the pink specialist. I move her up to 2.
Him.
I move him up to 2. If anybody wants to hire me away from him, they have to pay $2 now to hire him away. But at the end of every single turn, I get 2 points because there are 2 pink buildings built. And I'm going to probably go after more as long as I have him in my employment. So every turn you do this, you look at the cards you have in your hand, you can draw more cards, you can build buildings, you can hire people away from other players. They're getting too many points on that guy. I want that guy. So I'm gonna find the money, I'm gonna spend the money to hire him away. It was actually an interesting game. I did remember.
Yeah,
I
because
did
you
enjoy
have
it. The gold cards, yes, I forgot about those.
they're project cards.
Okay.
You only get 3 of them.
Yeah,
You can pick up as many as you want,
but you can
but you can only
ever put
claim
out
3. So like that one gives you, it's 5 points to wherever he's at.
Yeah,
at
it's
the end of the game.
5 points times wherever he's at.
So right
He's
now
at
he's at 5,
5,
so he's gonna be
25
worth 25
points.
points. So
Yeah, but they're all different things. They like this guy gives you 5 points for every building that is built in the far row.
in that row,
So that's a potential of 35 points.
6 points for every
Every
red
one of those,
building
yeah,
built.
each one of the hospitals.
Yeah.
So
Or
you don't have to wait right away. The problem is the longer you wait to put these out, the more they cost you to put out.
yeah, and then there's
Because
double ones of these. And, yeah.
in order to put these out, if my player piece is all the way up here to 45, it costs me 4 points to put them out.
Yes.
It's the number of points where you're currently sitting divided by 10. So if I've already lapped the board and I'm up here at 65, it costs me 6 points to put out. I have to back my marker up 6 points. Ouch. So the earlier you get them out, the cheaper they are, but they may not be worth as much in the long run. So if you wait longer, you might be able to get more beneficial
Yeah.
cards out. It's a neat little push and pull there. I really like this one. I do. I enjoy it. So we're going to hold on to this one. All right, that is Urbania, and we are going to hold on to it. All right.
Umbra Via.
Umbra Via. This one has, I've heard good things about it, so we picked it up. I don't remember when or why, or where, I should say. At the start of the round, one person is going to flip over tiles from the main stack onto this upper board. You don't rotate them, you don't flip them over, or you don't turn them, nothing. You literally put them out exactly like they are. There are some specialty tiles in here, and they are very well explained in the book. This particular one doesn't, you put it down on the board somewhere, and then all the tiles that are on it, and I'll explain what that means in a second, can go to anywhere else around it, and then it comes off the board. It doesn't stay there because there's no openings. It's not an actual path tile. You've got a little shield. You've got your little score marker. At the start of the game, each player puts all of their, or so many of their soul tokens onto this board. The goal is to get all your soul tokens off of this board. The rest of the soul tokens, and I think you start with like 11 on here and then some in your bag. So you start with that. The rest of them go into your bag. On my turn, I am drawing out so many tokens, and off the top of my head, I don't remember how many. I think it's 5. You're drawing off 5 tokens, and you're looking at this, and you're trying to decide which tokens you want. So if these were my 5 flowers I drew out, I'm trying to decide which one of these I want. So this is 4, so it's lined up like so. Maybe I want this curve. What happens is everybody's going to do the same thing. Everybody is assigning tokens to these. Everybody reveals at the same time, and then you put them out onto the board exactly like you have them here. And then whoever wins the battle for the tile gets to place it. Now, obviously, Greg would have tiles out here too, but say I won each of the battles. Maybe he only put 1 on each one.
You can draw 3 flowers, by the way.
3 flowers.
Yes, because
Okay.
it's two draws per
You're right.
set.
Okay, so maybe that was my first one. And then Greg put some flowers out. And so I draw 3 more. And now I have 3 more. And I assign them onto here where I want to go. And I put them out where they are. There we go. Soul flowers are worth 2 for the count. However, they don't get to stay. Whoever has whichever one has the most influence on it gets to be placed first. And there's little discs that you can put down to show what order they're going out in. So maybe this one had the most influence. And whoever won it takes it and puts it out here. Soul flowers, once they've been counted for majority, at the start of the round, they leave the game permanently. They never come back. Then the next player comes out. And this one, maybe they're going to place it here to continue this path. Again, the soul flower would have left. And then the next player comes out. They can't turn this. They have to leave it exactly like it is. So maybe somebody else won this and they're just going to go over here. Eventually, you're going to get to the point where paths are finished. See, this is legal. Can't go any further. And then, well, there's another specialty tile. There's that path. This one's going to be a hard path to finish. There we go. There's a finished path. This is a finished path. When the path is completed, what happens is you count up everybody's majority on there. Just how many flowers they have, energy flowers they have. Whoever has the most energy flowers gets to remove one soul flower from their board per tile in the pathway. In this case, there's 2 tiles. So if I won this path, and there'd probably be a lot more tiles out here by now, or flowers out here, I would remove 2 soul flowers from my board, and I'd put them into my bag for pull later on for majority. And then these 2, all of these clear. All the flowers on there go back to their owners. Oh, and whoever got second. So if Greg had some on there and he got second place, he would get 1 because he would get half of what I did. So if there's 5 tiles in this path, I would get 5. He would get 3 because I think you round up if I remember correctly. And then all the tiles involved in that path are removed from the board and put into a discard pile to be reshuffled if the game is not over before the stack is gone. I think you just keep going like this. The next tile comes out, maybe it went there, and the next tile come out, and maybe they went, this doesn't match. There you go. This is going to be a very long path. Whoever has majority on this path, and you're fighting over majority the whole time. Whoever has majority on the path gets that many soul flowers, and this is going to be a good one. That's already 6, and you're going to have at least 7, 8, 9, maybe more. You remove those soul flowers from your thing, put them in your bag. When this is empty, when one player's board is empty, that ends the game. It might be more exciting at more players. We've only ever played it 2.
Yeah.
It never comes off our shelf. We are going to let this one go.
Yeah, because this one
yeah.
I've never had the urge to pull this off the shelf.
No.
We've played it a couple times, and the reason
It's
why
just
it's
not
only been a
exciting.
couple of times, it never gave it me the. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, let's play Umbra Via.
It's just not exciting to us. It's an interesting strategy game. And I see the secret bidding or the hidden bidding. I see the strategy in it. It's just not that exciting for us. So we're going to let this one go. All right. Anyway, Umbra Via. Interesting strategy game, but just not exciting for us. So we're going to let it leave the collection.
And finally, Unconscious Mind with a box lid on sideways. And could you put it up?
I probably did. All right. This was we've played it 3 times. I've played it 3 times now. You've played it twice. It's a good one. I enjoy it. Okay, so this one, the whole premise of this one is you are a assistant to Freud, to Sigmund Freud, and you are trying to...
Is that what they called us? Assistants?
Yeah, I think so. But you are working with Sigmund Freud to do research into dream. They use a specific word for it now. I don't remember what it is, but basically dream therapy. Discovering the hidden meanings behind dreams and using the dream therapy to cure your patients. So you have a patient board, your office board. Turn it right side up. You have your office board next to your main board, and in your office board, see, here's your main board. And then you have, so your office board is over here, and this has patients and dreams, patients down below it, dreams up above it that you are working to cure. And then you have your main board, and you have your insight board. Your insight board sits over here, and you have various little glass beads that are being moved around on here as you gain various insights on your patients. You do that in a number of ways. So the primary, and I think it's down at the very bottom. Yeah, the main boards are on the bottom.
Yeah,
so I will show some pictures. The primary way you're going to do this, there is a board out in the center of the table. You've got two boards in the center of the table. One is the city board. The other is it's a tile board, essentially. But on that board is 3 rows of 3 tiles each, or 3 actions each, because they're not really tiles, but 3 rows of 3 actions each. And on each row, there are 4 ways to access it. On your turn, you've got 3 options. You can put one of your speech bubbles, which are basically your action markers.
Yep.
You can put one of your little speech bubbles pointing to one of the tiles in the grid. That essentially blocks that corner off for the other 3 tiles that corner touches, though. So you're doing the action that you pointed your speech bubble to. And those actions could be to take a tile that would go onto your board and give you a permanent ability, give you a permanent way to make resources or to do something. It could be to take cards to help you write a paper later on. It could be to write that paper, to actually publish your paper. It could be to move around the city board, to move your assistant, your person, or Freud around the city board and take various actions on the city board itself. You can get insights. One of the options is to gain a minor insight. You could move your insights around. There's an option that lets you either increase insights or to change them, to alter them to one direction or another. In the long run, those insights are used to cure your patients. And again, I will show you cards because they're all buried. I will show you pictures. There are 2 different types of dream sequences on each of your patients. So you've got your patients here and they tell you what they need to cure. And then you put a dream layer over them and that gives you even more you have to cure. But once you remove that dream layer, you get the benefit of whatever the patient offers you. And there are nice player aids here. Everybody gets a copy of the player aid that tells you exactly what every patient does, which I love. There's no second guessing what they do. You have a player aid right in front of you. But on top of your office board is the 2 dreams. You actually have to talk them through. So you get your overlayer, the top one, which is the bad one, the really bad one. And that one, once you finally, you pay all the insights you need to figure out what this dream means, and you can cure your patient a few marks. Then you have your second dream. You can't do it all in one visit. It's a process. On another turn, you can come back and cure again.
As long as you have what it takes.
And again,
to do it.
as long as you have the insights it requires, and then you can cure them, and you remove the patient from your office, you send them on their way, and you get a new patient. Ultimately, what you're trying to do is improve Freud's reputation so much so that he gets up to like 10 or 11 on the reputation track. Now, mind you, you do that by improving your own reputation. Every time any player improves their reputation, Freud's reputation goes up because you're his assistant. You're all his assistants. There is a lot more to this.
Yep.
It is. We talked a lot more about it on the podcast. So if you want to hear more, by all means, look that up.
I think.
Was just this last one, 110.
Was it the last one?
It was this last one, so it was 110.
109, yes. 110.
It's 110.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. Anyway.
Well, we also played it with the expansion, which has the box on upside down.
Of course.
This one adds a new new insight board that is really. It's like this is your brain. This is your brain on drugs.
It's right here.
Anyway, so it adds sanity.
Yes.
So I figured, hey, there's a reason why this is in the game. I'm going full bore into the sanity thing to see what it does.
Sanity? You mean insanity?
Insanity. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The insanity gives you certain different types of insights to be used. It depending on how much insanity you have, you have this card that tells you what
you get benefits from it.
Special benefits from it, but as she will tell you that I benefited from it so much that because of all this sanity, I benefited during the game, but it did not pay dividends in the end of the game because when you get to a certain, like the first time you get to 13, Now it's like a cleanser,
It's
whatever
a
it
sanity
is,
check.
and you lose points.
Well, you lose points based on how many you have versus everybody else. So, in a 4-player game.
Right. So if I had 13, you had 5. You lost all 5 of yours, so you're not going to lose any points. I would lose 5.
You would take 5 off. You would
Yes.
lose 5 of your sanity tokens, but you still have those 8 remaining.
So I
you
would lose 8
8
points.
But you get to keep that 8 insanity. So you still get all the benefits that 8 gives you.
Yes.
But you did lose the 8 points. So and
Yes.
it does trigger 3 times during the game. It triggers once when the first person hits 13. It's the only time it triggers at that point. And then everybody in the game, so if the lowest player had 5, everybody removes 5 from their bin, from their stack, and then you lose points based on whatever you have left. It triggers when Freud's reputation gets to like 6 or 7.
Yeah, and then
then again at the end of the game.
At the end of the game.
There are ways to remove sanity. You just have to kind of be diligent about keeping it in check.
Yeah, but like I said,
it's
benefits did not outweigh how many points you're
I
going
don't
to lose
know.
in the game.
I would be curious
None.
to try it again with the expansion.
Yeah.
Just to
Oh, yeah.
see if because I didn't delve hard into
No,
it.
you did not.
I think the insanity dreams were on your side of the table, so I wasn't paying a lot of attention to them.
And
it
they
might
paid
have
out the
helped
insanity
too.
dreams when you did them. They paid out a lot.
They did.
But like I said,
Like I said, you got some decent
that
benefits
cleansing
out
or
of it.
whatever it was called,
I don't remember.
I felt, yes, you got benefits to be able to do different things because you was able. One of the things when you're putting out your speech bubbles, you can put more than one speech bubble
You can,
out.
yes, I
and
forgot that.
basically you're pointing it at one with 2 speech bubbles, so you're going to do that action 2 times or 3 times or however many speech bubbles you put that. Well, with the certain, I think it's at 8, you get to split your vote.
It's 5. It's 5 because 5's the highest I ever got, and you triggered 13, and I lost them all before I could even make use of that
So you were able to
ability.
put it out and point your speech bubbles at 2 different powers, and now you
Yes.
get both those
2
actions.
actions at once. Yes, it was great.
So, I mean, the
Was it neat?
benefits, yes, they were great. They didn't help me a bit.
Okay.
But it's a great game.
We are going to hold on to this. I would love to try this some more, especially with the expansion.
I would love to beat her in this game.
I would love to beat you in a lot of games I've never won. So we're fair. We're even. Anyway, we're going to hold on to this. That is the end of this episode. So that we are halfway through the use.
One more video of views.
One more video of use and then onward. Anyway.
How many of them are singing the ABCs to try and figure out what the next letter is? You have heard the new ABC song.
No.
It makes some of us like, going, what the heck are you doing? Anyway, I'll play it for you later.
Okay.
But until then, we'll see you tonight.